This is problem 29 of chapter 16 from the textbook Stats Modeling the World, 2nd edition. Okay, so we are being asked to find the mean and standard deviation of the number of repair calls the appliance shop in exercise 15 should expect during an 8-hour workday. Okay, so I went back to problem 15, and you can see that we were given a probability model, and we were asked to find the expected number of repair calls in 1 hour. Okay, and so that was so 1.7. Okay, and then we used the formula. I should have used, we used the formula, and we found the variance and then took the square root of it. So we have a standard deviation of 0.9 repair calls in 1 hour. Okay, so now, that's 1 hour, but typically people work an 8-hour shift. So a more important question is, how many calls should we expect in 8 hours? So what we want, and again you have to kind of think through this, each hour is occurring is a unique occurrence. It's not like 1 hour and then somehow we're multiplying 1 hour by 8. There's actually 8 different hours. So it's really the expected value of x plus the expected value of x again, plus, and then we're just going to go all the way out to 8. Okay, so then you can say 8 times the expected value of x. So that would be 8 times 1.7. And I get 13.66, not C, 6 calls. Okay, now the reason I try to think through every time is because that helps me with the variance. The variance of one event plus another event and so on, like that, is equal to the variance of x1 plus the variance of x2, and then we'll go all the way out to, actually I should have put a plus there, one more dot, the variance of x8. So then we can see that that's going to be 8 times the variance of x. Okay, so the variance of x was actually 0.81. So it's 8 times 0.81. There's a couple ways of doing that. So let's see. 8 times 0.81 equals 6.48. 0.48. So the standard deviation of x1 plus x2 plus all the way out to x8 would be the square root of 6.48. So that would be the square root. So 2.55 calls. Okay, so this would only work. This is only true or only valid if the hours are independent. Okay, so before I leave this problem, I want to point out something. This is a very typical AP test problem. They could start with a scenario and you have to build the probability model. Then you have to find the expected value of just x, and then find the standard deviation. And then they ask a follow-on question where you have to do some kind of operation to the random variable. So it could be a 3-part free response question. So look for that. Don't be surprised. Now, one strategy is if for some reason you fail or just don't feel comfortable with the expected value you get, that's okay. Still do the last part with the values that you have so that you can get some partial credit. Alright, good luck with this one.